Is blemished, oily skin retracting from your vibrant, glowing skin? How often do I hear that? People with great skin, but there's blemishes, pores, dark spots. The skin isn't uniform. Maybe your acne keeps coming back despite using retinoids. You see large, unsightly blackheads, particularly in the T-zone on the nose or in the forehead. And I know many try pore strips and those peel-off masks. They look good on Instagram and TikTok, but they can be harsh and definitely irritating as well. And they can actually lead to more acne. So many people try and rip these off, almost like an extraction. There's a little bit of pus kind of hanging out, a little of the blackhead hanging out, and they try and squeeze it. It leads to more acne. The bacteria gets driven deeper, and that can even lead to scarring. Today I'm going to share with you my #1 clay mask that I offer my patients in clinic. It uses a much more gentle clay, but also some black iron oxide as its base. So you're not ripping anything out, but it's soothing, it's softer, but it works even better in my opinion. At the end of this video, I'm also going to give you a recipe for a do-it-yourself option, an actual peel-off mask, something you can make today while you're waiting for the prescription grade one to arrive, or maybe you just want a DIY option. In the more info below, I'll provide a coupon code for the mask that I use and a link to purchase it if it's something you want to try. But think about this. Oily skin isn't just men, it's men and women. The good news is oilier skin patients in my practice, they do tend to look younger longer, but as long as you don't get that blemished, acne, oily skin that takes away from that uniform look. For men, they tend to have oily skin because of the testosterone. Women might have it because they're on hormone replacement therapy, bioidenticals. Often they're on testosterone pellets or pellet therapy. And of course, we need to protect our teenagers. Our teenagers get acne. Yeah, it bothers them. They may not say anything and they may get scarring that lasts their whole lives. So I really like to prevent that. The clay mask I use in my clinic is called Revision Pore Purifying Clay Mask. And this is what it looks like on me. Now, I don't want to scare you this early in the video with a picture of me, but of course I use it as well, especially in the nose and the T-zone. I do get blackheads if I don't use it. Some of you may know this mask because it was formerly called the black mask. First, I'm going to go through in this video the ingredients of the mask. Next, I'll show you exactly how to use it. We'll put it on a model. And then I'll give you that do-it-yourself option at the end. And I'll give you that code as well if it's something you want to purchase, the revision one. So why does this revision mask work so well? Well, there's two types of clay in it, the bentonite clay and kaolin clay, and they synergistically work together to detoxify and purify the skin. #2, there's freshwater silt, and some of you know about this, but this is actually derived from freshwater lakes in Eastern Europe. It helps to deeply cleanse the skin. The freshwater silt extract is comprised of sediment from not one, but various bodies of water that accumulated over thousands of years. And what happens? You get this organic sediment that really has beneficial effects for the skin. Silt extract has been shown to increase aquaporin expression when applied topically. Aquaporin is a group of proteins in the cell membrane that allow the passage of water across that membrane. In other words, the silt extract increases the skin's ability to hydrate from the inside out. We don't want pores gone at the expense of redness, irritation, or inflammation, because that will age. We know that. Inflammation. We'd rather attack the pores directly in a calming and soothing fashion. So this mask, I'll show you what it looks like so you get an idea what the packaging, of course, regular packaging like this, and it comes in a tube. So as I'm talking about it, you kind of get an idea what it looks like. In addition to being used, of course, as a facial treatment for silt, you might know it used on the body. It's used in many countries to treat cellulite and flaccidity of the skin. It activates lymphatic and venous circulation and also helps restore collagen and, of course, elastin. It's high in magnesium, zinc, and copper. It's a secret of some of these European countries I often visit. And you'll notice sometimes they never have cellulite there. And you're wondering, is it the food? What is it? Often they take care of their skin in this manner with Silt. They use it as a body scrub. Number 3 in this mask is salicylic acid. Not foreign to most people, of course. It deeply cleans the pores. This mask actually has it in a time-released manner. So it's salicylic, time-released, to provide mild exfoliation. I won't go deeply into salicylics because you know from many of my videos, they hunt pores down and they're able to absorb into the pores, go for the oil. Some people call them pore busters. They're often also found in AHA creams. Of course, salicylic is a BHA, but they're often in AHA creams for this reason. Next, there's a big word in here. It's larch arabinogalactan, and that comes from the wood of the larch tree, and it will mildly exfoliate the skin. It's specifically derived actually from sap or the gum of the larch tree, and it's a prebiotic that helps support healthy microflora, a probiotic to help fight the bacteria, because bacteria is often found in oily, acneiform skin. Often those with oily skin have those bacteria issues that they try and get with products like this. Very often people go on antibiotics, but you have to be on antibiotics for weeks, and I hate that. So if I can attack it with a simple mask twice weekly, it's way better than going on antibiotics, in my opinion. Less is more, and when you're doing something as organic as this, I think it beats being on of course, the antibiotics, which affect everything else, including the microbiome of the gut and, of course, other areas, especially for females. It also has tea tree oil, which, of course, has soothing properties, as well as cucumber extract, oat kernel extract, which also helps soothe. You see, the common denominator here is you're trying to decrease inflammation because it causes aging and of course that scarring. So how do you apply this? Okay, so you want to put a generous amount on a clean face. Very important. Clean the face, double cleanse if you have to. Here you can see she's applying it to her face generously. You're going to leave this mask on for about 15 to 20 minutes. You don't need much more than 30. More doesn't mean you're going to get more results. You're going to then remove it with warm water. There's no tearing here. Pat the skin dry afterwards and consider using cotton pads. I've never seen staining from it, but the freshwater silt and the iron oxides, it could stain clothing and towels, so just be careful. And you're going to use this about twice per week. You could use it more often if you're very oily, but you just need it twice a week. So most people tend to reorder a tube like this size. I think it's around 48 grams. So it is 1.7 ounces, 48 grams. They're going to order something like this on our reordering on our store. The most common is every 3 months. So it does last you, and you might use it just periodically. Okay, if you want to make that DIY mask at home, now use this, of course, at your own risk. This isn't medical advice. I don't like peeling things off faces. Some people like it. Here's what the recipe for that would be. I do have patients that use it in conjunction with this mask, but also on its own, and they do like it. You need activated charcoal, gelatin powder, non-flavored, tea tree oil, and water. Okay, and here is what you're going to do. You're going to mix a teaspoon of the non-flavored gelatin and half a tablespoon of activated charcoal in a bowl. So you mix that up, you add some warm water so that it's a thick paste. You want to put some drops of tea tree oil in there. You don't need a lot, 4 or 5. And then you're going to clean your face and apply a thick layer of the mask. You don't want to go anywhere near the eyes, the mouth, or the nose. You want to allow it to dry completely. Often takes 25 minutes, and then you're going to peel it off. You wipe the face with a soft cloth afterwards and use lukewarm water. You can rinse and then moisturize the face. I want to know what you think of this mask when you use it. Certainly give some feedback. The people in the comments below want to learn. One thing's for certain, Acne, blemishes, pores, they're a huge problem. But if you've enjoyed this video, you want to watch my complete list of videos on things you can do at home, keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.